ask, Dave, how you can keep people entertained, I will share it out. Are we live?
Are we live? We should be live. There we go, yeah, we're live.
Should I tweet out now, or should we...
Yeah, tweet it out.
Hello, everyone.
Let's just move this up a little bit. This might be a bit slow because of the internet, but we'll try.
Someone's doing, one person's on.
That's me.
I will share it out now.
That's you.
Tweet.
You should put some sound on.
Cool. It has to be on the screen, though, wouldn't it?
Can we not get it on the speakers?
We froze, Dave.
We'll be alright. I think it's just no Wi-Fi in here.
Right. Oh, the other one. Retweet. Two people watching. What I'm going to do now is I will just share
And I can.
it to everyone. Well, General's off. You had a good time the other week. Good man. Jen Mason. Hey. Jen Mason is a very good subscriber who always comments. Always appreciate the comments. Let me just share this out. Okay. Dave, you keep your...
Yeah, I just finished the milkshake.
Yeah.
So,
Dave, I'm just going to share this out if you can.
yeah, all right, so welcome to Falcon Blues TV. It's the transfer deadline day wrap up, really. We've got an hour and 15 before 11 o'clock. So we'll just have a little wrap up of what's happened so far. Paul, if you can hear us okay, give us a shout.
And you lucky devils getting 3 videos in one day. You lucky devils.
I feel like I'm never away from the place at the minute. Yeah, so what started with absolutely zero as of yesterday has turned into a pretty alright day so far. So
very positive. It's very, very positive.
So the afternoon, Frank Lampard has signed in around about 2 o'clock, which is great. It's only taken 4 years for him to sign.
Yeah.
But as I said in our video earlier,
a lot of dots need to be
crossed. Yeah, I mean that's fair enough. I think what we've seen there though is this is the signing that should have been done at the start of the season. He should, it shouldn't have been soft lad. Benitez should have been anywhere near this club, and I will continue to say that. I've got this sort of section in my head where misery and all sorts of other shit goes. Allardyce is in there, and now Benitez can go in there. So, and then I'm going to need a bigger box.
Viewers, I'm not being ignorant. I'm just sharing out this video so many can watch.
Yeah. So, yeah, give us your comments on how you're feeling about the new signings.
Let us know. We will read it out.
So, and then from there, we had the Donny van de Beek signing, which we knew was sort of coming sometime yesterday.
That's the tweet said yesterday. Someone said something got the alien, now Lampard's got the
Beek. Which is great. I mean, again, I'm probably going to harp back to the video that I did earlier on, because it's all about these players that we're trying to bring in now, who are hungry to try and reignite their career. Van de Beek has struggled and has lost that.
And he's been played out of position as well.
But he's not been played. But he's lost his position in the Netherlands squad. Same with Dele Alli. I think he's played in 3 Premier League games this season. He's not featuring in the England squad anymore. He's not that player he was. And
but he's only 25.
Again, yeah, and the same with Van de Beek. Van de Beek's only 24, 25 as well. So it's more about rekindling these players' career. And I think that's where we've lacked, where we've missed it. We've missed the boat with some of these players.
Yeah, definitely.
All these players who've gone, right, okay, I'm having a shit time here. I'm going to have to come back and rekindle my career.
Sorry, Dave. Mr. Lloyd has commented. Donny van de Beek, what a signing, not to be sniffed at. Nice one, Mike.
Even Mike. The problem with the league, Man U, Chelsea, City, signing all the talent and not loaning them out and selling them. That's it, Jem. Exactly. So these players stagnate and lose the position.
It's official. We're live.
Yeah, that actually looks all right now. Doesn't look a bit.
We're just checking out everything's sweet.
So, and then we've got Dele Alli, who, again, as I was just saying, is a player. He's not played a lot of games this season. He's not been in that squad. And he's been overlooked by the likes of Mourinho, by now Conte. And, is that down to his attitude? Is that down to the manager's thoughts of you don't fit in my squad? Only time will tell. And I think if Lampard can get the best out of these 2 players, then,
great.
Brilliant. We've won. You know what I mean? We've got the better deal.
Well, let's not say we've won the transfer
no,
window.
You know exactly what I mean.
That,
but in the end, you look at it and you go, well, this is a great transfer window for Everton if these players can come in and do exactly what we want.
There's our Alan. Yup, the lads 40 mil down the way. That's our Alan who you met in
Is this for
Gamble?
Is this for Sigurdsson?
Yes, Gamble. Well, he's talking about Dele Alli because there was rumours it was 40 million, but I think Dave, you can tell us the true transfer fee because apparently
this is amazing. This is probably one of the shrewdest signings ever, and I'm going to mention just how I interpret it now. It's a free transfer with the obligation of after 20 games,
10 million or so, about the same.
We pay 10, 12, 13 million, I think it is. We've only got 18 games left in the season, and he's cup tied.
Yeah. So
does that obviously then that means if he's had a successful 18 games and that rolls on into the following season, he's an Everton player. But is he now an Everton player? And all of a sudden, if he has an absolute stormer between now and let's say next January, we've paid Spurs this 10, 13 million, and then we decide to sell him for 30, 40 million in January. Is that a possibility? I mean, there's got to be some stipulations.
We've got good resale value. I've also noticed the main producer's just turned up in the background. There he is. Fine darts player. Fine darts player. But we have got some nice comments. We've got Sam Stanley. Fuming with Carl not letting us have Jovic on. I don't know about this one. This is news to me.
Jovic from Real Madrid.
The one who used to play at City. Or a different one? Yeah, that one.
I think we just tried to see if Carlo would be our mate. I think
hopefully he will.
I think he just said no.
Okay.
Sorry. I know you mate, Frank, but no, not today, mate.
Jen May says, can you imagine the attitude of the players at these clubs with a load of ego trips from all over the world? Bennett's a snake pit. He's not wrong. You're not wrong. You are not wrong.
Thoughts on the chairman looking great in that photo? He's 70 odd and
he was sick a few years ago as well.
Yeah.
But we're not going to bash Ken Wright, which other people like to do. I think there's bigger problems at Everton than Bill Kenwright. And like I said earlier on a tweet, let's say we get rid of Ken Wright, right? What's Mashiri going to do? He's going to bring in someone that's a yes man. What we know is that Ken Wright has said no to Benitez, and he also said no to Pereira. Now, look, I'm not saying he's faultless, but if you're Mashiri and you get rid of him, you're going to bring on someone that wants to be on board.
Yeah,
it's nice to have people that are saying no to him over certain things. That is not a like me saying, "Oh, Bill Kenwright, blah blah blah." That would cause murder, which we've noticed.
Yeah,
we've noticed that lately.
You don't want to kick that beat.
No, we don't. General Zod says, "Like Yobo, try before we buy." Yeah, we've done it all the time. The Yobo one was Jesus. How many times have we loaned him out? We've got out more loans than Lloyds Bank. So it's nice that we're doing something similar. Alan Kennedy, the pint's not as nice as mine. Good say, darn it, Paul. Darn it. Okay. By the way, because now not only is the ball alley a great pub in Lucan, he's got his own bar in his back garden now, and it's tremendous. It's tremendous.
What are we doing here? Let's get to Lucan.
We do, don't we? Yeah, we do. Yeah. You say the seat. Alan will even do a video in the bar.
We still need the 6. Some people keep going on about saying we'll still need the 6, and we probably do. We need a whole midfield.
Yeah, well, Alan can do that. Corey can do that.
I think, yeah, but with the Corey.
David Wilson was saying earlier as well, he thinks we need a defensive midfielder. I'd like to see a defender coming in.
With the Corey being out, I think we are going to struggle.
Yeah, also here as well, we have our new finest director, Tom. He was doing a wrestling show soon in Kirby, which, watch this space, we will be promoting that. But if you do like wrestling, get down on what date is it, Tom?
13th of February.
13th of February on a Sunday.
Take your missus for Valentine's Day, she'll love it.
Slamming times.
It's the best ring you can give her that day.
But it is in the Kirby Sports Bar. There will be links soon.
Yeah,
but it's good family friendly show. I'm going to be there. Dave's going to be there.
We've got a Falcon Blues title.
There is a Falcon Blues TV title.
We're going to take you to see a ring.
And there is rumours that I may be interviewing a champion at some point.
The current Falcon Blues TV
champion, yeah. And you don't want to fuck with me, because I'll get involved.
Can I try and slam you?
You can try. You can try.
Or off the top of the rope.
Aaron says unreal, Paul. Is right.
6 swanton bomb on you or something.
Tom's Thumb Wrestling. My cousin from Ireland said Tom's Thumb Wrestling.
Jem Mace agreed. The
Damn
best we can hope for is Mashiri actually learning how it's done with all the money he's pissed away. Well, yeah, I think Tim Cahill's played a big part apparently in the interview process and the whole setup of how, you know, I can't say due diligence on the manager and the whole
Say
phase.
the Ali for Newcastle thing is not a thing.
Okay, because there was rumours that Newcastle were coming in for Dele Alli. But like Dave was just saying about Cahill, what annoys me lately on Twitter is people saying jobs for the boys, right? I think it's very admirable that Everton look after their former players, and we've done it with Dave Nixon, you know, we've done it with Graham Sharp. When people have a go at Sharpie, don't forget the trophies he won at Everton. Don't forget he's our top goal scorer post-war. You know, Graham Stewart, Snowden, they're all good people, they're nice people. And when it comes to Cahill, it's not jobs for the boys. He knows what it means to play for Everton. He was in a side that was moderately successful, changed sort of was fighting relegation. So I think him being on board is a good thing. And it is admirable that we look after players.
I think what you're saying though is I see people's points about jobs for the boys, because with Sharpie it's like, well, okay, you were a manager or you played for Everton in the 80s. That's nearly 40 years. I mean, I think for the period that you were playing as a player doesn't compare to the sides.
No, I agree.
So it is. I see people's points, but at the same time, I think, well, yeah.
I do see the point, but also I'm not going to knock legends of the club. I'm not going to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
It'd be rude to do so. And we're not that channel.
All together now.
All together now, Dave is right. Hashtag all together now. Unity.
Lee Crosby.
Positive day.
Lee Crosby, Dave, you put the weight on. And Dave, that's
I put weight on. Dave's still skinny, lad. Fucking hell.
Steve O'Neill, all right, lads, just tuning in. How'd you like go? All right, Steve.
We on loose women now, are we?
I know, yeah. Half 12. Steve, hope you're doing well, mate. Hope the baby's doing well as well.
James.
Still need 21 more points.
Can you ask Nicky? I've got a pint in. If I can have it, please, thank you. So let's go back. What we missed it. We can hope for it's Sherry actually learning how it's done with all the money he's pissed away.
That's what we're just saying about that's what we're saying about Cahill coming in. That's what we're saying then. But
your brother says evening.
Hi, Phil.
General Zod. Who was the best? Terence Stamp or Michael Shannon? No, this is what I want, lad. This is what I'll get involved in. This is talking about Superman, Zod.
So you know, fucking podcast then.
Fucking, I'd love to.
We could do a DC podcast.
Go ahead, you know.
You
can use all the shit that's upstairs.
Let's talk places, Dave.
I'm going to say Terence Stamp. Superman 2 is amazing, but Michael Shannon was great in Man of Steel.
Yeah, look.
Dave looks a bit like young Paul McCartney.
There you go.
No, Dave looks like a young Paul. That's a compliment, that.
I know, I'm taking it.
There you go, yeah. Richie Butler says hello, but tell Richie I said hello and tell him he's not a Swansea fan. I haven't seen Richie for a while, but Richie's a good guy. He's gonna laugh.
We're just looking now. That's just an advert. Just show Aaron Ramsey is signing on loan at Rangers. Thoughts on that one, Paulie?
Well, he's turned down a lot of British clubs. It's a great signing for Rangers. You can keep it fit, great signing, but as we were discussing before, they're not paying any of his wages, mate.
If they're not
paying, like 400 grand a week.
I was listening to it on Talksport before, and they made some sense where they're saying like, well, can any club just do that now, where they just literally take players from anywhere and say, oh, when you pay his wages, we'll just take him off your books and you don't have to train him. But you know what I mean? Because if Rangers did actually take Aaron Ramsey's wages, which is probably about 400 grand a week, that's the Patterson money gone in like a month.
Big time, yeah. They
can't afford that. That would just turn them back into Sevco Part 2. Do you know what I mean?
I have to apologise. I've started something. Lee Crosby has said Stamp, Terence Stamp. General Zod, of course, is saying Shannon. Michael Shannon was a great Zod. I'm taking things off top of it. Sorry. Jem Mason's also said nah, Stamp, but I'm in between. Sorry, Dave. Let's get back on top. Okay. Claire Underwood says, Paul, would you rather have a pint with Stone Cold or Big Duncan? Oh my God, that is a tough question. I'm gonna have to say Big Dunk because he's my hero. But then again, I would love a cold Steve Harvey with Stone Cold. Only if he give me a stunner afterwards. I would willingly take a Stone Cold stunner. Only if that. Tom, we've just had a great question here that you can get involved in. Said, Paul, would you rather have a pint with Big Dunk or Stone Cold? That's a tough question now. What would you, well...
I would say...
How about both?
Fight with me.
Who's that going to fight?
Duncan?
Yeah. Is that just not predetermined?
Yeah. But I would happily have a pint with Stone Cold as long as you give me a stunner afterwards.
I'll give you a stunner next Sunday.
Listen, I'm going to slam you.
Well, we'll see.
I'm going to slam you.
We'll see. Dave's going to slam me. I'm getting stunned. Everyone thinks they're doing me in. We'll fucking see.
I just realised what I just said there.
Yeah. Look at it. It's not that kind of show, Dave. It's not that kind of show. Jem Mace, he was the best Colin, 100%. Steve O'Neill says, good move for Ramsey and Rangers. Good place to build us. Great. Yeah.
There's this one, Ryan Cransfield just had a son, another Blue Hudson. Hey, Ryan, happy days, mate.
Congratulations. Alan, I'm not going to call him Alan, it's Gambler. He is a Swansea fan, and he says you're bad. I'm never bad from there, you know that. You know that, I'm never bad from there.
Moving back to the topic.
Sorry, yeah.
We're not talking about fucking General Zod now.
I know, yeah. That's for another day.
Do that in your own time. Yeah. So what we're saying, Aaron Ramsey, where it looks like he's just coming out of a church, even though it's Ibrox.
Oh yeah, there he is with the scarf, yeah.
It's the weirdest place, isn't it? I mean, it literally looks like the front of a church.
Well, it's no Celtic Park, isn't it?
I'm staying out of that one, mate. I mean the Rangers not fucking Celtic.
You know where we get
well, don't you know. Aaron Ramsey.
I was going to say up the something then, but I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
Up the toppies.
With Aaron Ramsey, if he plays in Scotland, and there's going to be probably a World Cup qualifier against Wales, and Ramsey is fit because of
conflict
Rangers.
Of interest.
Aaron Ramsey
big
scores
conflict of
for
interest.
Wales to knock Scotland out.
It's a big conflict of interest.
Because of Rangers.
Yeah.
It's a tough one, isn't it? Oh my God.
Oh, Dele Alli. Oh, we need some sound, don't we?
Yeah, he needs to ditch the Moise Keane haircut, though. I'll be honest. I get rid of the little red
there's
thing.
not like this. Well, they're probably just saying it's not.
It's probably weird.
Gambler has said, or a 4x4 instead of a stunner. Now, I'm going to explain what a 4x4 is. So when I was younger and would visit Ireland quite a lot, sorry, Dave, my cousin Alan, he was a great guy, like a brother to me. Him and his friend come up with their own finishing move. And what it was an ankle lock while you're also getting a Taz mission. Now that sounds horrible, doesn't it? Well, they did that.
He's getting fucking ideas of them.
Listen, I'm going to reveal this as well. This is how bad our Alan was when I was younger. They broke his bed on me by doing wrestling moves. A metal bed, that many moves, just destroyed me. Yeah. And we covered that up. And I've revealed it now. But you don't want a 4x4. Horrible. Great move, though. Hey, Gambler, remember the Bin Men film? Just in joke for us there. Matt Evans says, how are we going to line up if we sign Ali 4-2-3-1? Where's Van der Beek going to fit in? Because I would assume they're both number 10s.
Yeah. It's interesting.
So we're not going to have a similar problem when we sign like Rooney and Sigurdsson and Klassen?
I think it's survival of the fittest, isn't it? It's going to be who's good enough.
That's not a bad thing, yeah. Jem Mason just said Zob for manager. O'Neill, General Zob. I'm not answering wrestling questions. Are you disappointed we haven't got a defensive midfielder in? Yeah, because I think with the fact that Decore's out and Alan is Alan's Alan, who I just haven't taken to at all. You haven't, and I've seen games where he goes missing. The problem is when we had someone like Lee Carsley or Idrissa Gueye, they didn't go missing. He didn't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the only thing I can say to defend him is we've been playing in a bad spot, haven't we?
Yeah, I mean,
That doesn't help.
he's
That
been
doesn't
injured,
help.
but he's been injured for long periods, which doesn't help either. But I just think he hasn't come in and been this. He's come in and not been that player that we all thought he was going to be, which was like a proper holding defensive midfielder who literally just works across the 18, playing just in front of the back four, not playing so high on the pitch.
No, I know.
And that's probably his downfall. That's probably why I'm thinking he's not as good as you think he is, because he's not playing in the natural position.
That's true.
Behind the back four.
Man United have just told Jesse Lingard he won't be leaving the club in this transfer window. What do you think about that, Gambler? Also, what I'm disappointed in now is what one of the commenters said. Kind of disappointed we didn't go for General Zod as the manager, which is getting a shout out.
You're doing this to annoy me now, aren't you?
Dave, you love it too. Come on. Who didn't love Superman 2? Does that not make your hair stand up on your arm when Superman shows up and goes, General, can I step outside? Come on. I'll stop now. I'll stop. People love it though. Sorry, Mark Alex Lorridan. Lovely name.
No, wait. You can do that one in a minute. Don't worry, Mark.
Sorry, Mark. We will get to it.
Newcastle are going to backdoor us. I don't think they are. I think, according to the details with Fabrizio Romano and stuff like that, it's pretty much done and dusted. With he's going through a medical and everything now. It's just taking a bit longer. I can't see them backdooring us unless they're literally willing to offer either the money down to pay for.
No, that's true. And what we would,
or there's going to be some daft amount of money going to Dele Alli to come to Newcastle.
What we were discussing earlier on our chapter, which is not exclusive, like others, but if he does go to take the money, that shows his ambition, and we don't need players like that. We've got enough mercenaries at the club, like someone like Dele for taking the money. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I do want to read Mark's comments. All right, lads. If Everton were a wrestler, who would we be? The red shirt, I've definitely seen it. Annoying, always black. The other. Tom, we've got a question you'll enjoy here. All right, lads. If Everton were a wrestler, who would we be? The red shirt, I've definitely seen it. Annoying, always black. They're the underdog in big matches and believe in bullshit slogans like never give up. Who would we be? You know what? I don't. Yeah, Jake the Snake, real nasty underdog.
You know what? Like,
what wrestler would Everton be, Tom? This is where you can.
I'm gonna go. And you're
Dwayne
like
Gill.
Dwayne Gill.
Hey,
Very hard.
Dwayne Gill was a great jobber in the
He can't be a jobber.
No,
We
he
can't be
can't.
a.
You know where I'd go? I'd go with Undertaker. And the reason I go with Undertaker, right? Because
this?
No, listen to me. Because for a long period, Everton were on top and they were great.
Oh, don't get nasty now.
No, I'm not getting nasty. And the potential's always there.
That wrestling show's done now.
No, the potential's always there in the right way. But the Undertaker to come on top again.
That's actually a really good answer now.
Do you know what I mean?
Undertaker,
yeah. But there's always a mitigating circumstance as to why Undertaker in his later years
Like Everton dead from the waist
was never as great as he was when he hit his peak. But there's always the potential there that he'll pull it out and be like, here we are, we're back again.
I'm gonna go for. No, that's a really
good answer.
That was a really good answer. I'm gonna go for Stone Cold because he does this. We do that to people, so
Right.
that was a much better answer than I give, by the way. Well done, Tom.
Were you impressed with Lampard's press conference? Well,
Yes.
interview wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Sean is saying it was a bit low-key. I think to begin with, it's going to just be get it
You
done.
don't
and
want
dusted.
to hype him up too much, and he doesn't want to put pressure on himself. I think he said the right things when he said, I know what the club's ambition is, but we've got to focus on now. I like that.
Yeah, he kept bringing it back to, listen, we've got a fucking job to do here,
Of course.
which is more than what you wanted to see and what you wanted to hear. And it was like more a case of, listen, I'm here to do a job. I'm here to, and it was. I liked a lot of the stuff that he was saying. Where there was a quote where he said, I know how to deal with the youth team because I was one of those players. I was one of them at one point, and I think that's a great quote because you never really hear that from like ex-managers or ex-players who've gone into management. Well, I was one of those kids. I was one of those kids who had to struggle. And Lampard's probably had to do it more the hard way because
it really bad.
He wasn't brilliant, but he worked hard.
No, he had the worst. Because I always remember. I don't know if you remember, but it's been retweeted recently when he was at West Ham. Harry Redknapp's doing a press conference about Lampard signing a new contract, and some fan comes out and says, listen, we've sold players like Matt Holland and someone else. I think they're better than Lampard. And Redknapp, he goes, and this is your nephew. And Lampard, Redknapp said, listen, I'll bet you money now. This fella's a better career than them two. And he was right. And Lampard had to come up and say, look, I've had it worse than those players because I am his nephew.
Yeah.
And like the way people at the time going, yeah, I bet you that, blah, blah. As Lampard had a better career than Matt Holland.
Exactly.
Easily. And the other player was no one. You know what I mean? But what I like about him, and by the way, before people comment about his political views, I don't give a fuck what his political views are. What I give a fuck about is his ability to manage this team. If people are going to say, oh, he's a Tory, well, guess what? Philip Carter's got a stand named after him. He was a Tory.
And the Reds who want to say, oh, well, you know, you've now got a Tory manager.
Yeah.
There's a fucking Tory fucking built you.
Yeah. And also, let's be honest, let's just be honest. Most of the board members from both clubs probably vote that way. Most of the players probably do as well. Keep politics out of football, keep religion out of it as well. But I think we're missing out on some comments, so let's scroll back up if we can.
Yeah, no, it was stuff before about Arsenal paving the way for centre forward in the summer, potentially. I think Lampard's going to have a tough time to keep him.
But he's the type of manager that Donna Calvert would like to play for, wouldn't he? We scroll up a bit there. I think we may have missed a couple of comments. And we do try and read everyone's out.
Because you were too busy talking
about
wrestling.
Sorry.
Where are we?
Gambler says Celtic or Rangers League, Celtic. Obviously. If Lampard plays 4-3-3, what do you think the midfield and front three will be? Well, to be honest, what was interesting to me was before Benitez got sacked to Corey, said, look, if you play Allen, Corey himself, and Gomez in a free, that's where you get the best out of Gomez. And that's also something that
Gomez has come
on. Marco Silva said as well.
Gomez has come out from the bench and actually been more successful and more prominent. Yeah, he's been much better off the bench than he has.
I know since he had that bad injury, and let's not forget, it was a really bad injury. You know, he is a very talented footballer. He may not have shown it all the time, but I still think there's a player in there.
What do you think?
We need a defender, lads. I said that as well. We can't keep Mina fit, but when Mina plays, Godfrey's a better player. So is Michael Keane as well. But that being said,
what do you think about Christian Eriksen coming back?
I think it's a great sign for him. I really think it's a great sign, and I think
he can't. Because he can't play on Saturday, because you just put your fucking house on him, wouldn't you?
Yeah, someone said that a dead player's got to score passes, and I think it's a really nice thing. I've always liked him as a player, you know, and the fact that he's going to Brentford, I think it'd be great for him. The manager's Danish, a lot of their players are Danish, and I hope he does well. Not against us.
The manager actually had him in the under-17s for Denmark. When he was coach of Denmark, he had him in the under-17s.
There's a comment from Stephen Hughes. I hope it's not Stephen Hughes signing tree, which is our favourite. But he said Macho Man Randy Savage. Ooh yeah!
Oh yeah, Vinny O'Connor's lips it.
Are we able to get signed?
Jay,
can we get signed? Vinny O'Connor's chatting here.
What?
Can we get signed? Vinny O'Connor's at Finch Farm now. Oh, wow, let's... Hey, there's Thomas Ainsworth. By the way, Thomas Ainsworth, Buzz, the Ron Berg and the Falcon Blues TV.
Thrashed out that deal with Dele Alli this afternoon, and with you. Dele Alli wanted to come here as well. Once that deal had been agreed between the two clubs, because obviously the attraction of Frank Lampard in his first day in charge, what a deadline day it's proving to be for Everton, and I suppose some of the frustrations of the Everton fans being somewhat with the business that they've been doing today. So Dele Alli, we expect to get done. He's been having that medical down in London. The other signing, of course, to arrive.
There you go.
Donny van de Beek on loan until the end of the season from Manchester United. No option with that. Everton will pick up his wages in full. But again, another big attraction. Donny van de Beek was Frank Lampard here as manager, and this is what Donny van de Beek had to say a little earlier on.
Of course, it was important for me. We had a long run, and
David Sky gonna fucking kill us. I already put two of them on the list this morning.
And we have great players. I want to help them.
What did
Frank tell you about his plans for you and how he sees you physically to his team?
Yeah, I played in the past a few games against him. When I played in Ajax, he was in Chelsea that time, and we played against each other, so he also was a player. And he think that I have some qualities who can help the team, and I think the same. So let's see. I have to work hard.
Not only Frank Lampard's first day, of course, but his backroom staff in place, and that backroom staff includes, of course, Dele Alli, the goalkeeper coach, staying in his position, and Duncan Ferguson will make up part of that coaching team as well. So, talking about the Beek, we know confirmed. We're expecting Dele Alli to be confirmed, but it'll probably go past 11 o'clock this evening.
Thank you, Vinny.
Thank you, Vinny.
Thanks, Vinny. Thanks, Vinny. Can we lower that, please, Steve? Big shout out to Ashley as well, who always helps out as well. We've had a comment from Keith Maddox. Keith, nice one, mate. Keith is one of our Mark's good friends, and he's a great guy. He runs our fantasy football group, and he's just a top guy. Keith, I do have to apologise. I was putting David Maddox on the list earlier on, and I went to say Keith. I nearly said you. I apologise, Keith. You would never go on the list. But David Maddox, fuck you.
Right. So if you missed what we just said there, it was Van de Beek basically saying, Lampard has seen qualities in him that he thinks could bring to Everton, that kind of stuff. Paul going for a piss. So I'll join. You're not. So he said there's definitely, the qualities there for him. Dele Alli wants to come to Everton. So even with Newcastle sniffing round, it's looking likely that Ali is going to be at Everton. It's probably going to go past 11 o'clock because he's having the medical down south at the moment. So, yeah, all good. You're back. That was quick. Just falling.
Hey, Dave, get on these two over here, love. Friends.
I know, busy, isn't it?
Friends, Tom and James, friends. Hey, look, Tom's talking to James here. James has been smash man. Friends.
Andy,
Andy,
if you just missed that one, what's the
I've got all the attributes of Paul, all of them.
What's the latest with Paul's tiny bladder?
Up the fucking top, he's Ron Burgundy again. Buzz, good man, lad. Yeah. You are the Ron Burgundy channel.
How dangerous on a scale of 1 to 10 is a midweek bottle of wine? Asking for a friend who's in work in the morning.
Not dangerous at all. Fucking get stuck in.
As long as you're not driving, you're fine.
Yeah, as long as that bottle of wine makes your legs forget how to walk.
Don't you know what bus to get in the morning?
Yeah.
And you know when you're fine.
Ooh, good question. Anthony Harris, would you have a Rigi in the summer?
Yeah.
I would
I'd have a Rigi by 11 o'clock tonight, to be honest with you.
General Zod, I'm assuming tax havens, yeah. Someone said, would Everton have him in the summer? Tonight?
Yeah.
Well, we've got breaking news here, team.
I think with Carvalho going from Fulham to that shower, I think Origi's getting pushed out.
Hey, by the way, Andy Boyer's just come on. Andy Boyer is sorry.
But if Origi goes,
he's gone. He's gone to Barca.
But if Origi goes to Arsenal, then that sort of keeps Calvert-Lewin away from them.
For now.
No,
not this one. Not this one. But this summer will be. Sorry. Andy Boyer's just joined Dave. Andy Boyer has been a long-time subscriber who always comments. So Andy, thanks very much. We always appreciate everyone who watches our videos.
About your tiny bladder.
I don't care. Andy recommended the fucking 2 melts from Sky Sports this morning, as well as Spirit Brews. And by the way, it is here. Ready? Look off. How sick's that? Come on. Isn't this just me?
Yes. I thought I was.
James, can you throw us a pen? Please, if you've got one.
You put me on the list now.
No, I would never do that. You put me on it twice. By the way.
There's Spirit Brews now.
Hey, there we go, lad. Let's go.
Yeah. Our good mate Jim Buckley asks how many pints of Guinness have you got behind the bar? How many has he got in the pipe?
It's Jim. I'm on the dark fruit today, actually, yeah. Quilt.
Who's the best and worst players?
It's like Jim, by the way. We always appreciate the
Claire Underwood
players that help us out.
Look, wasn't House of Cards? Claire Underwood, or was that Underhill?
Underhill, wasn't it?
Underwood? Underwood?
Funny you say that, Frank. Yeah.
Anyway,
funny you say that. I was showing Tom the gym downstairs.
Claire Underwood. Who's the best and worst players you've seen?
I have a girl called Amber Underwood.
The best I've personally seen. you'd say the worst for me. For me personally, as far as plays that I've seen live, I went to Aston Villa on Boxing Day many years ago, and we got beat 4-0. Lampard scored twice. So Per Kroll drop started that game, and I have never seen a player who could not defend a header. He was the worst player I've seen, and I just come off the flu that Boxing Day, and I nearly didn't go. But I'll tell you a story about it. Danny Kidd was on it from Grand Old Team, Ricky Kelly as well, a few of the boys. And it was when no, it doesn't get that bad. But it was when we all got like a flip phone for Christmas. What was it? Was it Samsung or?
Sorry,
No. Hello, Motorola, right? And listen, one of the boys had a video where it was 2 girls, 1 cup. We know what that is, don't we? We don't have to go into detail. So we went, what's that? Oh, that's horrible. The minibus driver on the other end is driving, going, oh, that's fucking horrible. That. Show us that. Show us that again. Oh, by the way, I've got a Motorola, and he's Bluetooth me that, and we went, fucking hell, some fucking skeletons in his closet. That's my story about Aston Villa, by the way. That's the only positive story.
Okay, so best player?
Best player.
What you just said.
Best player. David Weir.
Not KO.
No, KO was good, but David Weir was my man.
Is the pool table free? Yes, Barney. You have to put the baby in a fucking...
Barney Bacon. Congratulations on the newborn, Barney.
Playing.
Congratulations on the newborn. Spirit of the Blues is right. Appreciate that. Andy Boyer. It's an homage to Jericho's jacket. It is, isn't it? Isn't it, Tom? This
overrated.
14-1 with Sky Bet to be the first to win one manager of the month this season.
It's not about bet.
Look at our February fixture.
That's not about it. Tom, can you fucking...
That's not about bet.
Also as well, just because we're in a good mood, it's positivity. The first comment here that wants to put someone on the list, we're going to do it.
Duncan Ferguson.
Don't you dare.
Frank Lampard.
The golfer says, oh yeah, we said that, yeah. Levi Peng was a business.
Fuck off.
That's from Kirby Gins.
See, there's the player we should have got.
Is Kirby Gins Steve Swift? At a guess.
I don't know.
At a guess. I'm in for 50.
Juve have signed Dennis Zakaria from Mönchengladbach.
Yeah.
That should have been the one that we went for.
No, we signed him before. He went.
Was that on? That's just coming up now.
You want to say it again? The first one to comment.
No, say it.
Whoever you want on the list is going on it. Normally they get investigated.
City have signed Julian Alvarez from River Plate. Apparently they're sending him back on loan there. So it looks like Pep is ready to play without the striker.
Kirby Gins is not Mr. Swift. I'm investigating now. Who is Kirby Gins? Don't even start. I've seen that. Not happening, lads. Not happening. Tom, tell us what this new Man City striker said today. Because I think some of the Evertonians were
wondering. In that's 24 hours, right? So he scored 34 goals in the last 25 games at River Plate, with something like 16 or 17.
See, this is Everton's problem. I've seen loads of it, which is just going into the South American market.
We were discussing this before, though.
Random cat who's just
like getting mixed over it.
What did he say as well?
So he signed in the last 48 hours or 24 hours. He's done an interview about signing for City, and he said it's time for Liverpool to sit up and take notice of what we're doing. Like. And like he's basically.
It's a bold statement.
Thing is, though, he's white, 23 years of age, and
Sorry, someone on one of my brother's chat groups and my chat group, Mr. Scully has said Mincy is on the list. Mincy's not going on the list. He's a good guy. Can't have that. It's funny, but
is Bill Kenwright on the list? Is one of the questions here.
He's not.
No,
he's not.
Because it doesn't fit in with our values.
Don't Dave. Not fucking. Yeah, break your own values all the time, and then start having a go with us.
Doesn't fit in with the values.
But we will leave that there. Yeah. Mr. Zoda said Dan Burn for his goal against Mick Dean next week. Do you know what? Right, I'm going to have to put my foot down. I think Dan Burn for Newcastle is a really, really good sign. He was big bastard that we couldn't have long goals.
And that other kid Target, Matt Target just got.
I think was signed from Billy,
yeah. That's only a thing.
Newcastle have done good business.
Arsenal signed Austin Trusty from Cardiff. That's a boss name. What a cool name, Austin Trusty.
Aberdeen
signed. I've got to give them all the news. And Dombele went to Lyon.
And he wears number 2022. His shirt number is 20.
That was my last European away day, Lyon. That was my last European away. And we had the ball, but it was the game where we lost 3-0 and Snyder got sent off. And
was that the
Europa League game.
The home
He's,
time or the away?
It was the away one where it was Underwood in charge and we played like a false nine.
Was that with the square or was that when it was murder in the square? Yeah. Was that Leon?
I wasn't involved with that.
I'm never
I wasn't involved with that.
You fucking started.
I never start these
You
things.
probably had to go with someone over Batman or something.
What's wrong with having to go people over Batman?
Le Batman.
Exactly.
Le Batman and Le Robin.
Campbell to Bournemouth is a straight up weird. Campbell from Norwich, has he?
He's only on loan though, you know.
Leon.
Wow. Leon got a bit heavy as well because if anyone here on the track group went to Leon, a lot of people bought home tickets because the away tickets were sold out. And if you got caught, they'd check you. They put them in like a cage, and then the Leon Ultras started throwing tear gas. It was fucking mental.
No, Campbell's not gone.
Barney Bacon, what colour knickers you reckon the bird on Sky Sports News is wearing?
Yellow, obviously. It's
Yellow and black.
Only could one of our greatest contributors and greatest friends make a comment like that. Barney, cheers. Congratulations on the newborn as well, Barney. Which is fucking... Wow.
Right, so we've got 35 minutes left of the transfer window and
we've got 35 minutes for someone to give us a good suggestion to go on the list.
I'm putting you on it if you keep going.
I'm on it twice, Steve. I've been put on it twice, literally. One time was because I missed Arsenal away.
Let's go for Atom. Yeah. Fucking hell. Arsenal away.
I ended up partying in the 12. Lee Butler was on. It's one of our co-workers, Karina, was involved as well. It was their fault. Yeah, I blame her.
Yeah, blame
But yeah,
himself.
I woke up at 11. I left my phone on the couch. Not a good move for me. That I regret that.
Yeah, I'm on my way. Yeah, Paul, I'm on the motorway, mate. I'm halfway fucking here.
I woke up and I remember waking up right at about like looking at going, wow, it's awfully light out. My alarm's not went off, and then I went, where's my phone? Oh no, ran down. The cats are waiting to be fed, and I'm just like, oh no. And I went on the list. What was the reason I went on the list for?
I think it's being you.
Just being me.
Yeah. I think I just.
Yeah, I could go on. Tom's made the comment there. They're going on the list. Can't comment. There is 2 members. 65 begins with L. 66 begins with E. There's only me and you, and maybe a handful of weak people from work who will get that.
I think
Dave, I'll fill you in afterwards. I can't mention anything else. But yeah, defo on the fucking list. Congratulations.
There's might be someone else watching this video who knows.
I hope not. I hope not.
Just one person.
Both cannons in the street a lot. Yeah. Wow, we got, what was this? We got tear gas in the Irish battle here.
The age.
Look, let's be honest. And like I always say this, it's boss to go on a European away, and I miss it. I do genuinely. Everton and Liverpool fans always cause fucking trouble, don't we? But we have a laugh. We have a laugh. We have a laugh. Good show, Tom.
Are we? What do you want to do? Do you want to wrap it up? Keep going for half hour. You're just going to talk about Batman again for half an hour?
No.
So you can come back until 10 minutes left and do the final countdown.
I reckon once we're done.
Yeah, we meant to. Yeah.
Still got a few viewers on here, but you know, I have all enjoyed it. We enjoy going live, don't we, Dave?
Yeah.
We've had a laugh.
We'll wrap it up at 11 with a final video, I think.
I've had a missed call.
Oh yeah, I don't got.
Off Barney. Oh, I think Barney wants to come on live. Evening, gents. Just watched Vlad has seen the new video. Zinchenko's bird. She took interview of our boy Michael. He told her he was dropped off the squad because he pulled his back.
All right. I thought the reason he wasn't playing was because of COVID.
I thought the reason he wasn't playing because he was shit.
Well, there's that. And Duncan apparently had told some fella on the train that he was cack and was a championship player.
For anyone who's watching and wants to comment here, to do it.
So gossips about him and Duncan are bollocks. We thought that. We mean,
Dave, you said that small.
There's no
You
way.
were right.
There's no way he was going to go to London and be that unprofessional to some random scouser on the train and say, "Listen, one of the lads who's on my staff, if you like, is a bag of bollocks and isn't going to play for that shouldn't play for Everton."
No, I agree.
You know what I mean? You're just not going to be that unprofessional, especially when you're going for an interview for the fucking job. It just doesn't happen, does it?
Should we give Barney a ring back?
Let's do it.
Nah, got a baby. He needs to put the baby to
Oh,
bed.
yeah, we don't want to wake you up. If you're still watching mine, we would ring you, but
Go
if
ahead,
anyone's
go
out
ahead.
says to that,
Go ahead,
we'll be at Dave Watson. Good man,
Good
General.
man. Yeah. Neil. Oh yeah, I mentioned that then.
Dave Watson is on in the Falcon on what date? Okay. We're really prepared.
We're
aren't we?
so prepared.
I'll tell you that. But he is coming on
Is
the
it
Falcon.
20th?
No, it's sooner than that.
11th?
Is it the 13th of February at 2 p.m.?
No, that's the wrestling chat.
There is a wrestling event in it.
Paramount Pro Wrestling.
Paramount Pro Wrestling is on.
2
We're
p.m.
going to see a Falcon Blues TV title getting involved. We will give proper links out, and we will give links for tickets.
An evening with Dave Watson is on Friday, the 11th of February, at £7:30. Tickets are £10. So get in touch with me and Paul. Get in touch with Jay at Falcon Blues 1878 on Twitter.
Tom, I'll try and get Dave Watson to book you.
We'll get your tickets boxed off. So yeah, looking forward to that one. We'll have Dave with us upstairs in the studio. We'll have a chat with him. Yeah. So if you've got any questions as well you want to submit to us, just drop us them on by DM on Twitter.
And it will be the first player since the pandemic to come up to the Falcon Blues studio, which is nice because we had a lot of things lined up, didn't we? And and like everyone else, you know, we had to. My favourite video we've ever done, Dave, right? I'm going to say this now, and I've never told you this, but you remember when we did the stream where you were at home and I was at home, and we used the skeleton?
Yeah.
And you stuck it on his face. Fucking top that. Really boss.
That was the tablet on his face.
Before we went live, I remember your wife, my cousin, texted me going, "These are nuts," and it was me face going.
That was boss because it was like Total Recall, wasn't it? just
I'll tell you what though. I'll say this: that skeleton has an arse on. Well, he's managing Fulham now.
Yeah, he's doing a great job.
It wants to bring him back, you know.
Please do not tease me, Anthony. It will be to Newcastle. It's happening.
I'd love it. Oh, we'd have a party here tonight.
25 million and it's all yours.
No, we will.
Are you paying them 25 million?
We've been live for about 46 minutes now. We will go off shortly, but I enjoy doing these live streams. We used to do a lot in the Grand Old Team and whatnot, so we will try and do one maybe once every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You know, and like it's nice. It is nice to be back doing regular content.
Yeah, definitely.
And look,
there's a lot of Twitter about the Roby thing, you know.
Oh yeah, there's a fair bit of traction.
No obligations, of course.
I'd be swapping that with an obligation. Why are we not telling Newcastle an obligation to buy?
Because Newcastle no.
Newcastle no.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead. Listen, we'll sign off. Jesse Lingard.
No, let's give it 5 more minutes.
Jesse Lingard. We can wrap up these last bits. Jesse Lingard staying at Man United, so he's not going to Everton. And he's not going anywhere. I mean, Alex Iwobi is apparently going to Newcastle all alone with no obligation.
Let's give a really big thumbs up to Nicky.
Yeah, Valencia signed.
Thanks, Nicky.
Valencia signed Brian Gill.
The second time you signed him now.
Second time.
So he was there, and then Spurs recalled him.
Dwayne Gill, yeah.
I know some wrestling.
Wasn't he Gilbert?
Yeah, he was Gilbert. Longest winning light heavyweight champion in WWE history. He defended it once and disappeared for 7 years.
Brentford signed Christian Eriksen. Everton signed whoever. Tottenham signed Rodrigo Bentancur.
I think interesting sign.
And they
I should have told Lingard's not going nowhere.
Well, you need an attack with left midfielder right now, don't you?
Who?
United.
Wow. Fucking need everything.
Well, we're not getting into that one.
I think there's so many.
We're not getting into that one.
There's so many teams that have strengthened at the minute. It's
Billy Kennel in from Fleetwood. He's 21. Kennel's the keeper, by the way. Oh, really? Okay.
I think.
James,
us, Villa, Tottenham.
Opportunity here. Who do you want to see go on the list, mate? Live. Anyone you want, mate? Putting you on the spot. I will give you 1 minute to think about it. I can see Ashley there drinking some Guinness. What you say? What you say? I missed that. Nah, I'll watch it back. Reckon Newcastle have signed enough to stay up? I do.
I think the next game is going to be very interesting at Goodison. We're going to have players making debuts. They're going to be players.
They're going to have a full team making a debut, aren't they?
Near enough.
Yeah.
I mean, they've got that many players that they won't be able to play.
There's a feel-good factor as well.
They've got sold it already.
That's it. They
Yeah,
sold them,
he
which is
got sold.
very weird.
Put him on this morning, mate.
Oh, did you?
Oh, no. You mean Kia the agent?
Yeah, didn't we? No, yeah, Kia Giraffe, there you go.
What's his name?
Kia Ora.
Like Vita Order? I know he is
Like the
Kia,
orange-
yeah.
like the
Yeah.
orange juice.
That agent who's apparently in someone's ear. But I don't think half of that's to be believed, you know. I think a lot of it's infatuated, but
Oh, still don't want anywhere near the club.
no, he's a rat. He's a rat. If anyone's interested in seeing something funny, go and watch his interview with Simon Jordan on TalkSport. Just hilarious.
Vlad just got one last question. Why didn't we appoint Frank Lampard instead of the fat Spanish cunt in the first place?
Dave said this earlier on.
I said this at the start. This should have been, and in the video that I did this afternoon, this is the sign that should have been made at the start of the summer. The fact that Mercedes completely balls this up this whole season so far. I think if we can, we just got, all we've got to do now is just fight tooth and nail to survive and just get points and just get up the board.
Sorry,
that's the only thing we can do.
I'm hard, mate. My cousin from Ireland has said Greenwood's going to cheap. No comment. No comment.
I'm with
Hey,
that.
didn't he sign for the same team with Fabinho this morning?
Prison FC. Allegedly.
Yeah.
You want to fucking sue us, suck me cock while he's suing us? Fucking weirdo. But anyway, number
Wow.
67, Kia. Congratulations. You just made the list. You fucking prick.
That was really strong, Paul.
Dave, you've seen it. I put them fucking lawyers from Fleetwood Mac on the list, and I told them to suck me off while they were at it as well.
I understand why you like.
I
understand.
It's not a family. This has never been a family-friendly channel. Sorry, it hasn't. I'm gonna put my hands up.
We did check the box and said no. It's
Not for kids. Not for kids. Yeah.
I understand why you relate so much with the Mr. Greenwood thing, though.
I wish some of our players think that as well. Anyway, let's move on.
Go ahead. Right. I'm with that. I'm going to leave it at that, Paul, because
If you want to find him, you got to watch Crime Watch. I could be talking about anyone allegedly.
I'm going to be speaking to my lawyer in a minute. Right. Anyway.
Got one. Paul is on one today. Nah, I'm just enjoying myself. It's fucking. It's a good day. It's positive. Dele Alli's a great signing, yeah. If we need a new number 10.
Where's he going?
Oh my God. What the fuck is this turned into? Right.
Townsend's still playing. Donny van der Beek is also number 10.
Go to toilet. Right. I'm wrapping it up. I really am. I really am. Right. Go ahead.
Yes.
Let's see.
You won't find other content like this on any of the other fucking Everton channels. We're original. We have a laugh. We say it how it is. We're the only one who'll get sued.
Off the Falcon boys.
We'll see us after 11 o'clock.
Up the fucking toffees.
Solid show.
Oh, hang on, one. Oh, we can't read that out. We can't read that out. Yes, that was still on, Dave.